All of this conversation about livestock prices dropping as it pertains to cattle really has pushed my opinion of how a small farmer should start more in the direction of buy a bull calf, buy a heifer calf, start your own herd. The biggest issue that I've seen throughout all of the research, throughout all the conversations I've had, the back and forth in the comments on multiple platforms, the biggest issue I've seen is debt or unrealized gains that have been insured but not up to the standard or not up to the monetary value of what the actual produced crop would have gotten. That basically means, hey, I need to get this thing, whatever this piece of equipment is or whatever this loan is, I need to get a loan, and my collateral on this loan is going to be my future realized gains from me selling my livestock or selling my crops. Then something happens down the road where they've gotten that loan, they've put those inputs into the cow or into the crops or something, and it doesn't hit the numbers that it's supposed to hit, so now they're in the negative. And then something catastrophic happens and they're unable to sell their product for the price they thought they would, or maybe they don't have enough of the product to sell to hit the volume that they thought they were going to get, and now their insurance has to make up the difference. But then now their premium goes up because, as you all know, if you use your insurance, they charge you more for the next time you might have to use your insurance, which is why insurance is a scam. That's a whole different conversation. All that to say, new farmers, make sure you're doing everything in your power to not go into debt. Because when you go into debt, you've essentially just sold your farm. The profit margins on farms seem to be super slim anyway, especially with the traditional way of grain input, hay input, so on and so forth. If you're not growing grain, if you're not growing your own hay, growing your own everything, you need to find a way to lower the cost of all of your inputs so that you are not in debt. And if something doesn't come to fruition for the growing season or the selling season, when you go to harvest and or sell, you're not looking to get more than what that item is worth or more than you're able to realize with volume. And I know the interest rates are going down. People are going to want to look to borrow to get their heads above water. You need to do everything you can to consolidate your debt, pay off what you can, so that your inputs and your costs when you're doing your books doesn't make it to where you have to drive your price above what is possible. Anybody that is in debt is a slave to their debtor, right? You cannot be a slave to your debtor in a small margin business. Start small, grow your herd from a couple, grow your own hay or find somebody who's growing their own hay. See if y'all can partner together, start some co-ops, do some things like collaborate with each other, form the community, because you're going to. If you are doing everything from grain, hay, livestock on up, you need to get real friendly with somebody because that is not sustainable.